What's up, Team Buckhouse? Welcome to a late season powder day. And I was like, dude, late season POW is sick, but there's a bunch of differences in late season POW. And in this video, I'm gonna cover them for you just in case you're riding Breck late May and you get dumped on like we did. You know how to ride this unique, different snow that you're only gonna get in the late season. So here's some tips. Tip number one, show up to the mountain early. Not only because, one, it's a POW day, the earlier you're going to show up, you're going to get fresh turns. The snow will get more wet and heavier throughout the day as the day warms up. Because it's late season, it might get cold at night and puke a bunch of snow, but there's a good chance it's going to be hitting the 40s, 50s in the afternoon, making your snow super cakey. So the POW is still fun to ride through when it's kind of cakey or whatever, but it is definitely like, it's perfect snowball making snow. So it's like super like, So it's just a little thick, a little harder to ride. So if you want that lighter, softer snow, you know, come earlier in the day and then make your way up the mountain like we just rode down this huge bowl. The higher you are in elevation, the colder it's going to be, the better your snow is going to be, and you're not going to be riding through cakey snow. So the next tip is, like early season powder days, late season powder days, we've had a lot of snow melt, you know, like in the trees, by the rocks, anything that sun hits all the time has probably melted literally to the ground. So like we were riding Breck the other day and there was a massive dirt patch in the middle of a run. Well, today it might be quote unquote covered, but not really. There could be a nice big rock waiting there to just take you out. So you got to be a little careful of the rocks, the snow stakes. So, you know, we have 10 inches today. You almost feel invincible, but you got to kind of hold back and be like, hold on a second. There could be something in here that wants to kill me. You don't want to die. So the next thing that happens with late season POW, which is because of how wet and cakey the snow is, we talked about that earlier, is on the run, especially in the lift maze, you're gonna get this like almost like ice-like material, but it's like the snow mixed in with the old snow and it's super slick and everything. It, one, makes it harder to get to an edge. Two, it's really slick, especially if you're like one footing, you'll slip out like in the lift lane and everything like that. So one, don't ever fly into the chairlift maze. One, you should never do that. But on a late season POW day, don't do that because there's a good chance in there super slick, you're gonna go in and be like, and you're gonna die or kill someone. And once again, we don't want to die on the mountain. I don't know why that's the theme. I've been hanging out with Roman too much. Roman's my 4-year-old son and he plays Halo and says we're gonna die all the time. All right, late season POW day. This is like the best part about a late season POW day is, one, it's the end of the season. You're riding at your strongest. You know, you learned so much this season. You got 20 plus days underneath your belt. You're feeling strong. And then you get a bunch of POW out of nowhere, which means send it, you know, go a little hard. It's like you've earned the ability to try and push your limits. And the best part is if you do get broke up a little hurt, you have all summer to kind of like heal up, you know, get better for the next season. So I encourage you, you know, give like within reason, you know, give yourself some, you know, try something new. Go to the top if you haven't. Try to drop like lake chutes at Breck or anything that's like kind of like a little nerve-wracking to you. Go try it because it's the end of season and you got a little bit of hero snow to kind of give you that extra like, I got this. Now we do got to mention your attire. Obviously it's late season, it's a POW day, you're going to want to wear your jacket. But try not to dress too warm because it's still going to be warm out here. Once again, midday, late season, you're getting into the 40s, the 50s. If you bundle up so much because it was like 10 degrees the morning of, like you might be way too hot later in the day. So kind of check the weather. Maybe you got to bring a backpack so you can like delayer or whatever throughout the day, and just be aware of that. Also, 2 pairs of gloves are never a bad idea, especially in springtime because your hands just get so wet. If you want to support the dream, Snag an Evolution sticker or any of our merch, the hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeves, it all lets us do this for a living. And if you do snag it, just tag me on my Instagram. I'll give you guys gear and sticker shoutouts in our vlogs that we do. And then I guess it's safe to say, like, obviously all other powder rules apply, like setting your stance back, rocking a POW board, anything that you can do to get an advantage to stay on top of the snow, because you don't want to tomahawk in the snow. But with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of tips, a little bit of knowledge on the late season POW, because maybe you're like my filmer Cody and never had a POW day this late in the season. So if all these little tips will help you on your time when you come to the mountain. With that being said, do you have any late season POW tips? Comment those down below. I don't know everything. I've just been snowboarding for 13 years, and so I'm just sharing my knowledge I've collected over years of experience. So with that, drop those. Check out other YouTube channels too. They drop a bunch of tips and things too. So share the love. And with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with us today. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow with another video, because it is daily on this snowboard channel.